How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And yes, finally a day where I'm doing a w140 video. Now, I've done quite a few videos recently, but haven't edited them yet, and those are going to be on Xavier's 97. Today we're back on my 95 Dr Dre, and it's been a while, guys. It's been a while since I've really been able to do anything on this car. I've bought a house, as you guys may know, and we've had a very hot summer with a few storms that came through. So unfortunately, all of my tarps over my carports blew off. Just got them all back up today, except for the one on the parts car over there. And I need to clean down Dr. Dre, because without having that cover on there, this thing has gotten dirty. Now I have started it, I have moved it, so it is running, but it's not running great. It's back to having those issues that it's had. If you guys are new to the channel, this car was a car going to the junkyard. I got it for free, and it was not running. I got it running. It was a ton of stuff going on with the fuses, having moisture in there, and then the gas tank, fuel pumps, all that stuff. So I'll leave a link to a lot of the videos, but we've gone through the fuel system, and then the last thing we left off with was going through all of our sparks. So we changed our spark plugs out that looked absolutely terrible. And today I want to go through the coils. So I want to go ahead and clean down everything in there. Probably do need to replace everything in there, but I want to go ahead and see if our spark plug wires all look good, check our cap rotor, all that type of stuff. And like I said, those should be swapped out, but we're going to see if we can clean points and see if we can get this thing running a little bit better, because it starts up and it runs rough. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with spark. And before we get started, another really bad news. This just happened. So I don't know if you can see with the reflection, but you can see the shadow right there. One of the tarp little ball things that's got the straps or the tie downs on these tarps here fell down. I opened up my trunk and went to shut it, did not see that it rolled down in here, and it cracked our rear window. Now, I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me in the past about broken rear windows, and I know they're not easy to come by. I'm hoping I can get that resolved. It kind of threw a curveball in my desire to work on this, because I was all pumped once I got these tarps up, and that kind of threw it off. And on top of that, my 91 s500 that I'm going to be jumping back on, same exact thing. Unfortunately, I've got that top in the garage over there. I'll show you guys real quick. And somehow something got pushed into it, even though it's on that wheel cart, which is real nice to move around. And that one cracked as well. So that, with the combination of all the heat and just a lot going on, really threw a curveball on the desire I had to work on these, but I'm over it now. Let's jump in this and see what we can get done. So guys, upon first investigation, it doesn't look too bad. A little dirt and grime up under this side here, but considering how much moisture had gotten underneath this hood, especially in the fuse box area, and you can kind of see like the oxidation on the aluminum, I have a feeling somebody had left this hood open out in the rain at one point. Like I said, this car was going to the scrap yard. The guy I got it from had gotten it as a parts car basically, or one to try to bring back to life, and kind of gave up on it, couldn't get it running right. And I was able to get it to run right. A lot of the electronics weren't working. We got that out of the way. And now it's been a struggle for a couple of years trying to get this thing to be a daily car. I have actually driven this back and forth to work and had it go off on me and not restart. So I want to try to resolve this. We started with the gas tank, like I said. Now we're kind of just going through everything we can possibly go through, replacing what we can and fixing what we can. So let's go ahead and jump on this. I think it's 5mm. There's going to be 3 kind of bolts holding this in. I may have to take off some of these spark plug wires, but I want to keep them in place for right now if I can, so we can pull that off and just kind of look under it. So let's get it off. Yeah, we definitely need to clean these up, but I'm not seeing any signs of water getting in here. At least it doesn't seem like it. So we're going to go ahead and clean up our points. Probably just use a little bit of light sandpaper, kind of sand them down a little bit. and then we'll put these back together for now. If I do have to order new cap, rotor, all that, let's see if we can pull our rotor off here and get that out as well. Oh, that's got a little bit of grime built up on it, so we'll clean that down as well. All right, I went ahead and grabbed some electrical cleaner and some 1000 grit sandpaper. Go ahead and hit our points over here on the outside. You want to be careful with this middle one here. You can just hit it lightly, clean it down with some electrical cleaner. But like I said, they don't look too bad. There's not a whole bunch of white buildup like if there was water inside of there or even humidity. Kind of hoping that it was, so that would kind of give me more of an explanation. But we'll air blow everything out, and like I said, use our electrical cleaner on it as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead, we're gonna lightly hit these contact points, and we'll do the same thing on the rotor. And we'll get our rotor just facing down right now. It's hard to see what it looks like, but you feel some corrosion on it. So go ahead, clean the contact down a little bit. Oh yeah, you can see some of the dirt that's coming off the points in the rotor here. Now we'll go ahead and put it back together. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll fire it up, see if it runs any better. Like I said, the correct thing to do is just go ahead and get new caps, a new rotor, and change those out. The rotor is a smaller Allen key, but it's got 3 Allen keys here and should just pull right out, and you can swap that out. Not super expensive, but I wanted to go ahead and clean these, see if it made any difference before going and buying the new ones. And of course, this side is actually filled with a little bit of moisture and water right inside there. So definitely an issue. This side's gonna probably just have to be swapped out. Yeah, there's a lot of oxidation on that rotor there, but let's go ahead and clean them down. Like I said, get them back in there, but you can see somehow moisture is getting beyond the seal, so it probably needs to all be replaced, new seals and all that from humidity getting in there. Also, one thing that I did forget is I had a lot of issues with vacuum lines, so that is going to probably be the next video. I need to go through all these vacuum lines. I tried reconnecting some of them were brittle and broken, so that obviously could be a major issue with the rough idle on this car, but I can tell you right now, it is not running on all cylinders most of the time, so I think this is going to be our culprit for that. This car just has a multitude of issues that all kind of lead to the same thing: rough running, stalling out, not wanting to restart. And so we're just kind of going through them all and checking off everything on the list one at a time. So let's get this cleaned down, put back together, and fire her up. All right, let's go ahead and fire her up, see if she runs a little better. It's hitting on all cylinders right now. At least it sounds like it. Engine seems to be running real smooth. Throttle response is good, so could have fixed some of it, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead, order in some new cap and rotors, but it looks like it's going to run a lot better. And one of the things I was thinking about too was back here is where I was messing around with the vacuum lines I found, and I actually think the last time I took it around the block, it wouldn't change gears, so I think that actually messed something up on the transmission side of things. And I know that the earlier W140s didn't have the conductor plates. They had a vacuum style transmission where the vacuum controlled the shift, so I think that's what that is. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of short on Dr. Dre, my 1995 s500 w140. And if you're having issues with misfires and stuff like that, just go through all of your spark. Go ahead and try to clean down your cap and rotor, especially if you know it's newer. But if it's really old, it could have cracks in it. This one didn't look that bad, so possibly cleaning it up could have fixed it. And it does seem to be idling really, really well right now. Way better than it was. Yeah, throttle response is pretty good. It's a little hesitant. But also we had a lot of issues with the fuel, so I may need to swap this fuel filter out once again, because we did change the fuel tank, never changed out the fuel filter. So there's just always things that you got to do to this car to maintain them, keep them running well. And you just got to go through all these things if you don't know the history of the car, like in my situation. Well, you guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video. Guys, I let it warm up and it's kind of running like garbage, but it sounds like a two-step.